Hello, guys, and welcome to today's tropical update. And we are still talking about Tropical Cyclone Tiffany here, which, as you guys can see, it's now down at 30 knots now because it was moving along land last night. It made landfall as a minimal Category 1 cyclone, which is 75 miles per hour. And as you guys know, I'm sure you guys got some footage out there somewhere about the effects that happened in Cape York Peninsula with Tropical Cyclone Tiffany. Um, as you guys can see, it's looking like it's trying to get back together here. So, but we'll look at that here shortly. We got a lot to go over here. We got models galore. We got GFS, CMC, NavGem, European, and we got the ensemble members too, GEFS and GEPS. Plus, we're going to look at those also familiar SST anomalies as well. All right, so here's Tropical Cyclone Tiffany. It's located 14.7 south, 148 42.8 east. Maximum sustained winds are at 30 knots or 35 miles per hour. Minimal sensor pressure is about 1,002 millibars. All right, so here is the look at Tiffany. And as you can see, the convection is starting to blow up here because I do believe the low level center has finally made it off land here, or otherwise, this deep, really deep convection wouldn't be popping up here. We're gonna see how this goes on for the next 24 to 36 hours. This is about the time frame that it has left until it makes its last landfall a little bit later on. But as you can see, it's just a big blob right now. Pretty tropical depression like, if I do say so myself. All right, so here we are. We're gonna look at the GFS here. This was initialized at 6Z. Let's see if the 12Z is that. It's probably not. Nope, it's not. Oh wait, maybe it is. Okay, we only got 24 hours, so we'll see what happens here. So as you can see, this is 12Z. We only got 24 hours out to look at this, which, is plenty enough time. As you can see, it's not really. It goes from 1,002 and then weakens a little bit, and then it gets down to a 999. I want to see if I can't get this, or I may just come back to this here after I'm done with these. All right, so here's the CMC. As you can see, this was initialized at 12:00 last night, which is about 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And as you can see, it made landfall on, at least according to the CMC, at a 999 millibar tropical cyclone. So as you guys can see, traversed land, and then once it gets into the Gulf, it doesn't do too much more strengthening after that. So the peak here for the CMC is only 998 millibars, which is a moderate tropical storm at the very most. And then it pretty much goes inland and strengthens. I guess that's due to a frontal interaction that has it strengthening a little bit more going inland. So this is what it looks like here, 24 or 120 hours out. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the NavGem. This was initialized at 6Z today. This is 6, as you can see, weakens, obviously because of land interaction. Once it gets out into the Gulf, that's when it starts to strengthen a little bit. Peak for NavGem is about 987 millibars, which it regains Category 1 status, at least according to the NavGem. So let's see if we don't have any. We don't. Okay, yeah, we don't have any of that yet. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the European here. And as you can see, this was initialized as 0Z, which is about 8 p.m. So obviously it's not on land yet. So here's 24 hours from now, January 11th. And here is 48 hours from now on the 12th. And as you can see, it doesn't do that much strengthening. 1,005 to 999 millibars. Now this is, European has been the most bullish on this system by far of most models, and most models were starting to pick up on that, but then they started to lower again. So obviously this is good news for Australia, but sometimes you got to look at real time trends here. And right now, it's starting to quickly get its act together. So, could we see an uptick in the model support going a little bit later on across today? We'll have to wait and find out. But as for now, the models remain weak on the weekend from a minimal Category 1 cyclone to a mid to low grade tropical storm or cyclone, whatever you want to call it in your part of the world. So let's see if the GFS has done rendering yet. We're only at 30 hours. You know what? Let's take a look at the ensembles first. So here is the GEFS, and this was initialized at 6C today. And as you can see, the ensemble members are on land still. And as you can see here, the members, they all diverge. They go out and spread out a little bit, but you can see we got some uh, thousands in there. We got a few 98s in there. I can't really see all the other numbers all that well, but there's 96, 94. Uh, but yeah, we go out through time, 120 hours out, and as you can see, it's up over here on the northwestern side of Australia. So it's probably going to be a decent rainmaker too going forward throughout time. All right, so here is the GEPS, and this was initialized at 0C or 8 p.m. yesterday. And as you can see, it's not really too bullish on it. It starts to get back together near the very western side of the Gulf. And as you can see, some of them get up to 980 and 976 here. So there is a possibility that this strengthens pretty nicely. As you guys can see here, there's definitely a chance that this gets together nicely again. We got 89s, we got 80s, 89s, we got 79s, we got 70. I think that's a 71. No, that's an 81. And that's a 75 here. So it still definitely has a chance to get its act together before making a second landfall. All right, so now that we have enough of the GFS here, we can take a look at it finally. All right, so this was initialized at 12Z, which is 8 a.m. And as you can see, it's making its way off land here. And as you can see, it kind of like weakens a little bit, which I don't see happening. And then it starts to strengthen a little bit. 994 is about the peak that it goes for here. And since we can see what is going on here, we're going to take a look at the rainfall rates. Or not rates, but the total accumulation here. And as you can see, we got some purples, deep purples. We got some lighter colors even popping up here. So we're looking anywhere from 100 millimeters to maybe even 200 millimeters of rain on this small little island here on the Gulf. So this is definitely going to be a rainmaker for sure. You're probably going to be seeing some flooding going on. It also depends on how fast the rain is falling at that current point in time. All right. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at the sea surface temperatures here. And as you can see, we got some 30s and 31s in here where this system is going. So, like I said, if the shear lightens up a little bit, that's all it really needs. And it looks like the structures are coming back together too. So that's never a good thing if the shear lightens up, because if they come back together and the shear lightens up, and then you have these 30s and 31s, it can explode. It can go back to what it was before it made landfall the first time around. So obviously, I'm gonna keep on track with this for you guys, and I'm gonna be doing these double dailies until Tiffany dissipates. So I will definitely have another update for you guys later on this evening. With that being said, uh, Australia, still be weather aware. I'll keep you guys informed, and just hunker down. You're gonna have some rough weather to come. Anyways, enjoy you guys' day.